Okay. Now I have, you'll see, I do have the ships docked together. I have one actual disabled module that I can tell. The two military space engines in the back, both of them were claiming they have 4.999999 versus 50,000 hit points. So they're a hit point short, so they're saying they're disabled. Um, I don't know if it's an Arch HUD problem. And maybe I ought to, before I take off, maybe I ought to update the config on Arch HUD because it's saying they're disabled and they're not. Let's go back and inspect them. Let's inspect. See what they say. Hit points. It says they're fully hit pointed. See, it says they're fine. They will not repair. So it doesn't say they're damaged. Now I'm sure this one says this is bad. This adjuster completely was destroyed. Now see, it says it's not. So maybe that's not gonna be able to tell me nothing. But this one is bad. See, it is completely bad, but it doesn't show that. Doesn't show anything wrong with them, and they will not take any more hit points. Does not need repair. It may be an Arch HUD thing. I'm going to go redo the config to be safe, but it shows they're fine. So is this an Arch HUD thing, or is something wrong with them? I don't know. So what we're going to do here is we're going to update Arch HUD. Make sure that's right. We're going to update custom config list, and then we are going to reinstall damn it. Okay. See, this is this is on a DRM, and I cannot change this because it came with the ship. Unless I contact the creator of the blueprint and have him release it to me. So let's take a look at what the parameters are. If these are right, use these settings. Says everything's right here. So it may be a case, it may be an Arch HUD problem. There's nothing on here I can change. So I don't know. It says I should be good to go. It says I have enough lift, enough thrust both ways. See, max thrust is down in space, but I'm also quite heavy now, so I only 37 top speed. Have plenty of lift. And the engines show they are a point short. See this? Doesn't say they're disabled, just says they're a point short. So I am almost afraid to try it. I don't want to have to repair this shit again. And yes, I know Construct has at least one broken element. Well, so how do I can't update Archud in this ship because I didn't create it. I mean, I created it, but I created it off a blueprint. And it's DRM locked. So, should I try it? And I got it on there as good as I can. I couldn't get it in the center. I mean, okay, we'll give it one try in space, see what happens. We're going to get speed up and not do this bonehead. See that rocks over on the side is what I'm going to get it up high enough and that's not going to happen again. Okay, we should be safe now. Like I say, I just did a boneheaded thing. Okay, let's go to autopilot and we're going to kick throttle up to full and we will see if it'll make space. If not, we're going to have to be careful and bring it back down. And I'll just fly it back empty and bring my larger V core. Like I say, I don't know if it's going to do it. Especially that's, come on, space engines. Should be good. There we go. Well, they're all lighting up. And we are accelerating. So I think we're going to be alright. Let's see if we can get out of this atmosphere. We're at 3%. We are climbing speed, so I think we're good. As long as we don't blow up the other ship here. We're clear. We're not out of the woods yet, but it looks like we're going to Haven. So this ship is right, 438's not bad. I think we're good to go. Now, the question is, can we land it? Like I say, if I had brought my big one, but the trouble is I didn't want to put this ship on my B core, a medium core. And they had to respawn it because it fell through the planet yesterday. That was comical. And it took another ship with it, so they did respawn. They did recover both ships, but they were going to respawn them as soon as I emptied them. Take the cargo out of them, fuel. They were going to respawn them, so that would replace the elements. The one ship had never had a damaged element on it when I put it together. It was a blueprint I had from Beta. The other one did have damaged stuff on it because I did a lot of boneheaded stuff yesterday. Yeah, I did. I've gone this whole release without destroying any ship or damaging anything, and then yesterday 1, 2, 3, 4 ships that I damaged, and I damaged them. But 2 of them wasn't my fault. I have no idea why they fell through the planet. And Sway has it on his stream where he was with me, or we were together And so you can actually see it on his stream that they just fell through the planet. Now I got out of the ship. Sway didn't know you could do that, and he died once it got underground. But yeah, I was smart enough to jump out of the ship because I knew that as long as you weren't in the seat, there is no fall damage in the game or anything like that. He didn't realize that, didn't know it. So he got to respawn. But it was, I mean, it was aggravating at the time, but it really was comical. Well, we're going to get back into orbit around Haven anyway. Now, whether or not we'll get this on the ground, I don't know. And it's going to take a while. This is going to be an hour trip. But gravity is real low on Metis, so that's probably part of the reason we were able to do this so easily. But like I say, I don't know why the hit points are showing wrong. And I did log out, log in, all that stuff, trying to see if that would fix it, but no go. Now I imagine we're going to suck some space fuel on this trip back. And I did got quite a bit of cargo in it too. Whoops, I forgot the link, but yeah, I have I recalibrated all my stuff out there and picked up the ore plus what was there, so I've got 80 kilotons of cargo in the cargo hold on this ship, plus the weight of the Fat Boy. So we will, we'll let the stream run. Like I say, it's going to be almost an hour. I'm showing 50 minutes. It might be a little less than that as we get to speed, but it's not going to get to speed very quickly. We're not even halfway yet. And I need to, they're talking about container hubs. I need to buy some more container hubs myself. I can't make them. I don't have the high tier ore to do it. And we're going to get back to Haven now. Whether we'll get down on the ground in Haven at my base in one piece, that'll be interesting. And I will replace the bad adjuster once I get there. I have spares. I didn't bring one with me. How was I going to know what was broken, what wasn't? And I didn't want to have a bunch of extra weight to have to transfer. All I took was a ship, a Fat Boy, with full gas tanks in case I would have had to drain them and put them in the Prowler. But piggybacking the Fat Boy doesn't seem to hurt anything. Except adds 80 tons. So that's all good. And it will not fit. I couldn't get it in the center, and I couldn't get the nose down. I tried everything, kept moving around. I finally said to hell with it. But the docking in this game is not perfect. Even when you land on the ground, half the time your ship's up in the air, so I just accepted it. But it would not center no matter what I did. It would go to one side or the other. It'd go to the other side or this side I'm on, but it would not center. And looked the same both ways, so I just finally just said, hell, quit screwing with it. And that adjuster in the front there you're looking at, it's bad. But it has other adjusters you see inside the forks. There's 3 and 3 on each side, so they are restricted by design. That's why I put the other adjuster on there on both sides. So I didn't have any restricted adjusters, and it works good. So, like I say, the outboard engines are military space engines, and it shows they have a 1 hit point less than they should. And so Arch HUD is saying they have 1 hit point less. See, I don't know if it's actually true. How do you actually check that? When I put the gun on it, it says they're fully restored. So my guess is it's an Arch HUD problem, and me turning a ticket in it, turning in a ticket to DU, it's going to do me no good. And I can't update Arch HUD or fix that. I already checked the Lewis script. I can change that as far as parameters, but I cannot change the actual, so I don't know. I'm going to have to contact the creator of the blueprint, I think. But yeah, I just thought this was a cool ship. I think he sculpted it because the lines are so perfect. I think he sculpted it off Blender because, as you can see, the angles of the dangle and everything, it's just perfect. I couldn't build with the tools that are in DU. I couldn't build it that well. I couldn't do that. I mean, as you can see, fat boy, but see, I didn't make angles on flat surfaces like he did. I basically worked with circles and flat lines. I didn't do angled shit. I couldn't do angled hulls like he did. See the top angle there? It is just perfect, and it twists as it comes down. It's not like it's that just a straight line, but it is twisted and stuff. When you're up close, you can see how he's warped it. It looks really good. Like I said, I just liked it. I thought, you know what? And it's on a small core, and I just thought it looked really cool. Just my personal preferences, of course. So I paid for the blueprint, and I made one. And like I say, I changed some of the stuff. He had advanced engines in it, and I put uncommon. I didn't see why it needed advanced engines. I mean, I'm sure it would accelerate to max speed in a matter of seconds. But I don't really care about that. It would have turned into a super gas hog. These uncommons burn enough fuel. It's not going to go any faster because its mass limits its speed, regardless of how much thrust it has. Only thing that changes is you get the top speed faster. But at the expense of a whole lot of fuel. So yes, I made changes like the engines. I downgraded them, I guess. Didn't downsize them, I downgraded them. I put extra thrusters on it. I think I added a air brake and changed where they were. And I may have added a retro to give it a little better braking, because I'm a firm believer in brakes. I remember in beta sometimes you think you have enough brakes and all of a sudden you come into your planet and you can't get slowed down fast enough, so you got to do a come around. Got to do a reach around, what you got to do. So with the extra brakes, I can brake so well. And to me, that's more important than saving a little resources. I build all my elements myself, so it's not a matter of costing me cash. It's a matter of costing me time, and of course the cost of the resources. But I can live with that. And I was really surprised. I had trouble getting the right panel fired back up, but I finally did. The panels were on Lua 2 and it's DRM'd. I couldn't change them, but I couldn't get the right one to work again. But after fiddling with it, I finally got it to work. So I'll have to figure out what's wrong with the damn disabled module. I'll replace the one. That'll bring it down to 2. I know it's bad. Why it got destroyed, I don't know. I mean, I didn't think it could go from a brand new to destroyed in one go, but obviously it can happen. It did smack dead center into a mountain. So, in fact, it hit it so hard it bounced up in the air a few hundred meters. If you watch the other stream about this, it was up in the air, and I'm telling you, it smacked the mountain. In fact, there was not an element on it that was not destroyed. I mean, nothing on this ship had ever been damaged, and it damaged everything. There was nothing it didn't get. That's how hard it hit. I mean, yeah, sometimes we do dumb things. And it took a while to repair it using calcium scraps. I didn't have anything, but I don't have an ore, so I can't make anything better than calcium or, tier 2. I could have made copper and all that, but I had the most calcium or limestone, so I made them calcium. So we're just going to sit back, let it run, do a few things. It's like I say, we're 42 minutes out. Nothing we can do till we get around Haven. I do have it set for the base, my base. So I'm going to try and let the autopilot bring it down just to see if it'll work with this load. And be ready to kick it off if I think it's going to kill me again. Well, we will see. And then I'm going to have to run and sell some more because I got all this. I have 120 kiloliters of quartz that I don't need, and that'll be worth about $3 million. Which I will need to pay the taxes on the flour on Natus. Seven of them, so I haven't decided if it's very profitable yet. It's profitable, but I don't know that it's going to be worth the trouble. I'm going out there twice a week to calibrate and collect. We'll see. Like I say, I haven't had it set up but a few days, 3 or 4 days. This is the first time I've gone out to calibrate. And I added an extra large miner on all of them, so because I noticed one miner did not pull. I had more to pull. I was pulling 150 a miner, and all the hexes are over 300 liters an hour. So I'm saying, shouldn't I just put 2 of them on there? That'll increase my profit. And it seems fine doing that. It's still not pulling full. Some of them were up almost 400 liters an hour, and I'm not even close to pulling that with 2 of them. Not quite enough to pull 3, but I could put an extra small one on it and probably pull max. But then I got to see how my recharge rates on my calibrations are yet. If I have enough recharge. I think I'm 4 hours, 9 minutes of recharge now. Got it up to. I do not have full, nowhere near max talents in mining. So we'll see. Well, I'm going to step away from the computer here while this is running and go do a few things. Because, like I say, I've got 40 minutes still, according to Archud. And we'll see what happens. I'll go ahead and leave it running. I know most people don't like to run these long streams. I don't. Especially when they're just about traversing space. Kind of boring. So we shall see. And we'll be back in a little bit. I'll leave the stream on. Okay, I'm sitting back down. I'm going to whoops. All right. Whoop, wrong one. We're still 73 SU out. We have reached max speed. 431 tons with the fat boy on top. Gotta say, little fat boy, it ran out to about nothing but fuel, empty cargo. It does about 49,000 kilometers per hour. Took me about 30 minutes space time to travel to Mattis to go out there and repair the prowler and get it back in running condition. I know I show disabled modules, but as far as I know, there's only one that's bad. It's saying the space engines are bad, missing a hit point, but that's our chud, I think. I don't know how to fix it because I cannot. It's a DRM. I bought this blueprint. It's DRM'd, and until I contact him to see if I can update it, I think I'm going to be stuck with it saying the military space engines on it. The two outboard ones. The other two are normals, but the two on the outside are military. I think I'm going to be stuck with it telling me they're disabled, but they're not. I've tried logging in and out. That didn't fix it. I don't believe it's a DU problem, because when I put the gun on them, they claim they're fully restored. And the reason I'm happy to do this is because I did run the prowler smack dab into a mountain on Mattis. I destroyed every element on it. It was a complete total job. But I docked the my fat boy on it, and it is working out just fine. I got it to space, no problem. Now, whether or not how it's going to act in full atmosphere on Haven, we don't know yet. I may be doing more repair work for the day's over. But what the hell, you know? You don't know if you don't try. This is not the ship I would choose to carry stuff on that I own. But the other one's waiting for a respawn from DU. I have a medium core that will take a ton... will take 100 tons of space, no problem, besides itself. But it's a lot bigger. It's got a lot more engines on it. But this seems to be working just fine. So we're not going to complain. And yes, I know the fat boy couldn't get it to center on the ship. It's either going to be where it's sitting now or sitting the same way on the right side. But I could not get it down the center no matter what I did. It just would not do it. I take it it's... I don't know why. It would not center line. And maybe it was because I left the hatch open, but I wanted to make sure I could get in the prowler. The only way to get in is through a hatch, so I didn't want to cover the hatch up. You cannot walk underneath the Fat Boy when it's down on its landing gears. So I had to make sure I could get under, get under it enough. So I had to leave the hatch open to make sure I could get in it. And maybe because I had it open is why I could not get it centered. It's just the theory. I don't really know. But we're looking like we're not quite halfway. Well, we might be halfway, I guess. Yeah, we're 59 SU, so yeah, it's 140, so we're over halfway. And with the cargo that's in it, it's got a bunch of ore in it. And the weight of the Fat Boy on it, ore mass is up to 431, and our speed has been restricted to 37,000 kilometers an hour. We're looking at 40,000 to 44,000. I think 44,000 empty is what this ship will do. Nothing but fuel. Any cargo I put in, of course, slows it down. But we look like we're going to make the run to Haven. Whether we'll make it down on the ground in Haven in one piece is yet to be seen. About 20 minutes out, it says. Hopefully this will all work out. After my boneheaded Saturday. A lot of shit went wrong yesterday. And some of it my fault. 2 crashes were my fault. 2 of them were DU's fault. I had 2 ships get sucked underground and destroyed. That was a comedy of shit, I'm telling you. And my buddy Sway, he got killed. He died. He didn't know you were supposed to get out of the damn ship. But as long as you get out of the ship, or at least get out of the chair, when it starts doing something weird, you will not die in this game because there is no fall damage. So jump out of the ship, and I don't even care if you're in space, you will just fall back to the planet alive. No fall damage. Now that may change in the future, but it was always that way in beta 2. And it kept you from getting respawned. Especially if you had stuff in your backpack. Didn't lose nothing. If you die and you have gear in your backpack, it's history. So if you're going to crash, get the hell out of your seat. If you know it's inevitable, just get out of the seat. You won't die. No fall damage in DU. And see, I have an ultra-wide screen. The HUD is set for, I should be able to change that, though. That should be in the Lua parameters. I just haven't. And it doesn't really matter. It's just fine at 1080p. Standard 1080p. Yep, just gotta wait. Fun stuff. We getting closer and closer. And I have to go back to Matus. Let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to recalibrate, pick up ore again. In Sanctuary on the same day, I've got 8 units out there getting free ore. No taxes on that stuff. Doesn't produce near as much, of course, but it's free. I still get what? 5, 15, 20? I get 40K out of there every couple, 3 days. Plus what it gets. I get 40K in calibration. But I am not short of T1 ore. Never have been. T2 is the issue. But I have built the ass tracker. The ass tracker is made to go chase asteroids. And I haven't chased any yet. Not in live, but I built the ship. And that's where we're going to try and get T2, because I've scanned over 1,000 territory scanners or tiles, hexes with them, using 2 at a time, and I have not found that first T1, T2 hex, not on 2 different planets. I have searched Alliop and Matus territory scanning. Like I say, total between the 2, I'm over 1,000 scans. I scan 2 hexes at a time. I found nothing. Pretty much a waste of time is what it was. Days and days and days of scanning. So I am not going to scan no more. Might be different on the outer planets, but I'm not using warp drive yet, and I'm not flying down the pipe or trying to avoid the pipe. I ain't doing all that shit in this game. I'm not taking good ships to the outer planets for them bozo PvPers to snipe me from an SU away. Don't even know they're there. Ain't gonna happen. So if I can't warp safe zone to safe zone, I ain't going. Like I say, I think the PvP in this game is pretty sad. It's not PvP, it's sniping from a distance. And they made it so they put speed limits on your mast so bigger ships cannot get away from them. You can't run. You're a sitting duck. And how that's PvP is beyond me. It's ganking. They have made it legal to gank in this game. And that's great if all you want to do is sit out there at them planets and keep scanning the skies for idiots coming in and shooting them from an SU away in your little fast ship. Where they don't even have a chance. Can't run, can't fight back. Yeah, that's not PvP to me. That's just ganking. And even if you put radar on your ship, it doesn't do you any good because they're faster than you and you cannot run away. You've got a big ship that you're going out to haul with, and they're taking little bitty ships that run twice your speed. The time you see them, you're already dead. They can run you down. Used not to be that way back in beta a while ago. We could put enough engines on our ships that we could actually run from the PvPers as long as we knew they were there. But they fixed that because the PvPers whined about it. Well, how could that big ship get away from me? Well, they put speed limits on the big ships, on the mast, and now you're just a sitting duck. Just say that's not PvP to me. But what do I know? So I just don't do it. I have no desire to do it. And I don't have the type of mindset that I like killing innocent people. I don't even care if it's a game. It's not fun for me to shoot somebody that they don't even know I'm there. Some people get their jollies off that, and that's fine. I'm just not one of them people. So if the game gets where I can't play it, because of that reason, I will just quit playing the game. I enjoy making things. I enjoy designing ships that work. Just like the little fat boy there. It's a fun little ship to fly around. I've got several like that. What have I got right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ships. I think I've sold 3. But yeah, I think I own 7. You'll see when we get to my base. I got ships everywhere. I just keep making them. It's fun for me to see what I can make, what it can look like. I'm not in the league of some of these guys. They're using Blender and they're sculpting. I can't. I'll be lucky to turn Blender on, much less be able to use it. But I do enjoy making them. Sometimes they're ugly, sometimes they're not. Now the ass tracker my asteroid tracking ship, it's pretty ugly. But it's got a DSAT on it, and there's really not much you can do with that big ass thing. But I did make it as pretty as possible by putting the big old radar dish inside a big ball. That's the only thing I could figure to do. But it still ain't very pretty. But it's functional and it flies. Gets into space. It's all that matters. Well, it's a lot prettier than the ones people are just taking a large container, sticking a DSAT on it, and strapping engines on it. That's their satellite tracking ship. And it works, don't get me wrong. And that's what the PvPers are doing. They're just taking a core, putting engines on it, a control seat, whether it's a hovercraft seat or whatever, making them as cheap as possible and and then waiting for somebody to get into range, which is one SU for most of them. As soon as they get in range, they pop them with these medium, large railguns. Because it doesn't matter the size of the core, what matters is the weight. So even if they have a large core, they ain't got no mass, they fast. Or the time you add all your shit to make your ship look good, your history. So all they did was make everybody make pocket rockets. You know, everything's in a line. You got a large container, and put a controller seat in the front, and strap engines on the back or behind the container. Keep the vertical and horizontal signature as little as possible. Not that it matters on radar, it matters on atmosphere and speed. Like I say, PvP ships are butt ugly. And ships that people take into those areas to be able to mine or do those things, anything there, are ugly. And that's okay if that's what you want. Why aren't we braking? Oh, it says brakes are engaged. So I'm going to believe it. I guess I can't see the brakes on this ship. They're underneath. How about I check? Because I really don't want to smack another planet today. I don't really care. I just don't. Yeah, we're braking. We got all the brakes on. It says we can brake, well, less than 5 SU, or a little over 5. And we're 5.2 away, so we're right on the edge. And we will see if we can get it down in the atmosphere without dying a horrible death again. I've died enough in the last day. Like I say, all of it my fault. Oh, well. I wonder if I get the lift off the Fat Boy. It's got 2 medium wings on it. It has quite a bit of lift all by itself. I wonder if that adds to the lift of my Prowler. Probably not. But it ought to. I mean, that's passive stuff, so I would think you'd get that. Well, you're not going to get the braking or nothing off of it, but none of it's working. I imagine you get the vertical signature adds up though, with it stuck up top there. I know the mass counts. Hope it works. I'm ready to grab hold of it if it don't. Arch hut is nice once you have a position saved for your base because it will take you right to your base. You can do nothing except make sure it lands the last few seconds. I mean, it can land on the wrong thing if there's stuff on the ground, or I have landing pads and sometimes it misses them. You got to be ready to catch it because it will fall. Which may, you know. And you can come in manually. It's, you know, no big deal. It's just, hey, I'm into being lazy. So far, we're in good shape. Speed's coming down nicely. There's our orbit market. We'll go into orbit and then it'll start reducing that to bring us in. Hopefully we can do it. We are putting a strain on everything, but Fat Boy only weighs about 75 tons, so it should be fine. The ship should be able to have no problem with that extra weight. I'm going to swing around our orbit and we're coming down. We're beginning re-entry. Coming up on our waypoint. Looks so good so far. Of course, we're not in the atmosphere yet. We haven't transitioned, so. Looks like it's handling the space part of it fine. Which is always a good thing. Getting ready to drop down to limit's awful high here at 1250. Why is the limit so high? I don't like that. I'm going to change it. I hadn't noticed it was that high. I mean, it may be fine when it's empty because it's pretty a shallow ship. But 1250 a little rough. Yeah, we're struggling a little bit with extra weight. Not too bad. I don't like the 1250 coming in. I'm going to lower that 1,000. The parameters. We are hitting atmosphere. I can hear it. Come on, get down before you burn a module. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit quick. Okay, here we go, trying to pick up our waypoint. So far, so good. Looks like we're gonna take it home. Looking good. Eychimo ship hauling services. Good to go. If you got a little ship. less than 15 kilometers from base. Now we're going to be heavy, so we'll see how it brake lands. We'll get a bird's eye view. Gotta watch them birds. We are braking. Slow down, baby. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy, baby. I'm on the kill button. Don't you dare try to land on the top. Look at all those ships. Uh-oh, we're coming right down. Here we are. Whee! Okay, we made it. Look at this. Rescued my own ship. Let's turn that off. Whoops. Alright, let's see if we can undock this thing. Whoop! Didn't mean to fall off there. Oh, come on now. All right. Okay, undock. I forget what the control for one docking is. Undock all ships. Alt Shift 4. Well, do I got to do that in the other ship, though? I'm not sure. Didn't do anything, so I don't know. I'm going to hit the other one, too. I'd rather be safe than sorry. We're going to undock all ships from in here because we are docked to this ship. Oh, come on. Quit hitting the other button. Alt Shift 4. Undocked all ships. Now let's make sure that that's a true story. Shouldn't say dock ships now, right? Still says Alt Shift 4. Move farther away to undock. Huh. Say, huh. Let's do that with a manual then. Alt T, was that Alt Y to undock? Alt Y. Okay, Fat Boy seems to be undocked. Okay. Fat boy, good to go. We'll put Fat Boy where it belongs, or where because I do sell this blueprint for $250K. So we'll put it over here by its dispenser. Doesn't say it's docked. I think we got to go this way. Oh, I might be on the wrong side. No, I got to go around this thing, right? Okay, we go over here. Whoops, I turned all the way around. We got to go around. You see Ass Tracker sitting down there with a big Ass Tracker on it. That's Ass Tracker. And we're just using the boosters. I don't need any throttle. I'm gonna get it around here. Break it a little more. I think I can put it in here. There's the big ships at top, my medium core, and that's another small core up there. Intrepid, and the Discovery. Now, I don't know if they respawn them. I'll have to check my email. Yeah, I know you're close. Okay, hit the Alt key. Nope. Doubt if I'll get it perfect, but you know. I'm going to slide a little bit. I do not have 6 degrees of freedom, so we're just going to get it close here. And I'll finish and adjusting it. Whoa, it's too far, I think. Let's see if we can go down. Well, what's this? Yeah, we're on the fucking thing. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm going to have to come around again, aren't I? Should be able to back it up. Whoops, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Whoops, wrong button. Oh, come on now. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I blew that. I blew it. Kind of crowded around here. What, letting you guys watch me make a fool out of myself. Working on it. Trying to put it right here next to the ice tracker. Well, we're in better shape than we were last time. Should be it. Damn it! I was nowhere near that damn thing. Alright, we're going to leave it. I'm just going to move it by hand. I didn't think I was anywhere near that tower yet. And I can move it by hand. That's not a big deal. No fall damage, so. I really thought I had it that time. What the hell can I say? Did not know I was that close. Can't remember which. There. See? Fat boy. That's Tempest. They're both of the same here. These two are the same. One's just different colors. This one's never been flown. It's never had gasoline in it or fuel. That is the Ass Tracker, and I thought it's different. It has two pods on the side. See that? We'll just show off my ships here a minute. Let's see, where am I at? Got a hatch on top. And it's kind of neat. I think I want to do something different than everybody else. As you can see, and then the inside view is, there it is. It's got a matching pod on the other side. You can't fly it from over there, but it's got the same seats and stuff. I'll probably add a couple more seats back here just for shits and grins. And I'll probably put in a couple windows there. That's open right now, but I don't see where it makes any difference in DU. And I'm going to add 2 more cargo boxes of this ship. 2 more smalls, so it'll give it a 55,000 range, 55,000. But it's got 2 mediums, 3 mediums space, and 1 medium Eychimo. And it's fairly quick. It's got military large engines on it, so it accelerates for about 4 max speeds and about 4 SU. And this is the same exact ship. There are no difference. And let's see. Of course, you've seen the Prowler. We just just went and repaired it and fixed it. And this level has no ships, and that's the Intrepid design. It's one of them that got sucked underground. But it's a smaller version of the Tempest, as you can see. A little wider, maybe. And my medium core, which has all kinds of room. It was designed for a warp core. I haven't got a warp core in it. I had a warp core in it in beta. And it'll put 1,000 tons into space easily. Just one large container. There is room. You could put another one into it if you wanted to. But it also has, what happened to my extra core here in my res node? Oh, they respawned it, didn't they? I'll bet you. Yes, they did. And I didn't have the blueprint updated, so I lost my res core and my small dynamic core. Yes, it's been. Yeah, I can tell by looking. It's, well, maybe not. But it's supposed to have a small core in it. Uh, Damn, it's gone. It's not that big a deal. Small dynamic core is not that big a deal. What am I looking for? I don't remember if those are 4 or 5. Yeah, it's not that big a deal, but damn. Had a res node up there, a small container, all to protect the res on it. So you could res to it once you died, if you crashed it. Yeah, I don't remember. Let's see. Now it says restored, so it hasn't been respawned yet. Damn, it's too late to make a goddamn blueprint because they're already gone. Son of a bitch. And I'm sure if I complained about it, they'd put them back in, but it's probably not that big a deal. They're not that expensive. Okay, let's go get a hold of the... And I gotta go get me some hubs, because I am out of hubs. Yep, got all kinds of shit in here. We want to set as link container, don't we? And we are going to have to run to sell ore. Got way too much shit around here. In fact, I am positive this one's almost full. So let's put this stuff in there. And the coal. Limestone. Chromite. And I should have another 58 or so in there. Yeah, we got plenty of. We're going to sell that. You mean to tell me that all's not going to fit in there? Son of a... See, I need containers. I need a hub. And I guess I'm going to have to make another large. Let's and see, I can hook this up top with the container hub. I'm going to make another large container. Let's, and then I'm going to go get some more container hubs. I can't make them. I don't have the resources. I do not have the tier resources. As you can see, I got plenty of resources, but I can't make that high tier shit. Yeah, tier 2 is all I can get to. Whoops, well, that's fine. Alright, let's run upstairs and take care of that. I'm not sure if it's got any schematics left for large, but we'll find out. This is all set up just to run large and medium containers. Yeah, I figured it was down. Okay, let's see what we got here. Do we have? No, we do not have a large element. How far down is there? We're going to need 200 basic hydraulics. It'll make them. It'll all be automatic now. Once you get schematics and ore in it, that's all you have to do. But I am going to have to go get a large element schematic. Large element, 1. Only got 2 left, huh? Let's go back in here and make some. Oh, see, had some. All right. Sometimes I don't get ahead of myself. Could have swore it just said I had. Oops. Nope. This one I want to take upstairs. I'll be making the trip back and forth, won't I? Pure, 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 pure. Alright, and I better get some more of those going. Alright, we're just about done playing here. Get off the stream. You guys probably aren't even watching anyway. Alright, now it just as soon as this fills up, it's all automatics, so it was just out of iron and coal, so now it's good to go, and it'll make another large, and I'll put another large and hook it up with a container hub. And that'll save me a whole lot of hassle. Whole lot of hassle. Okay, that's all we need to do here. So we're going to get out of here. We brought the fat boy back, and we saved the prowler. So we'll talk to everybody later.